the women in the Red Sox front office quite as efficiently and effectively as we have today. So thank you all for being here and coming out. This is a very exciting day, although it's gray, cold, and snowy outside. It's hard to believe we are just 18 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting. Yes, thank you. So, although we are here to recognize the historic significance of this venue, Fenway Park, and the Boston Red Sox, today's announcement is a little bit different. It's exciting as we enter the year in which Fenway Park will turn 99 years old. Hard to believe. We approached the 100th anniversary of Fenway in 2012, but in 2011, Fenway will turn 99 years old. And under the leadership of John Henry and Tom Werner and Larry Lucchino, we've prided ourselves on bringing some blue-chip, world-class events to Fenway. And over the last 10 years of their stewardship of the club, we've been fortunate to have many Octobers filled with postseason baseball. And I saw the trophy somewhere, 2 World Series championships. We've been fortunate enough to have about 17 major concerts at Fenway, featuring the likes of Bruce Springsteen, Aerosmith, Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, some real legends in the world of music. We've even had outdoor ice hockey, NHL's Winter Classic, and last year we even had an international soccer match. And bringing these blue chip events to Fenway has been something that has been important to the Red Sox ownership. And this really would not be possible. We're fortunate enough to play in Fenway, but we know that Fenway is much more than a ballpark, and all of these events would not be possible without a few people who we have to thank before we make this announcement. First of all, Mayor Thomas Menino and his staff at the City of Boston, we're very grateful to you for making all of these events possible. Boston is a world-class city, and under your leadership, we continue to be able to bring these great events to Fenway Park and to Boston. Of course, our Fenway Park neighbors, we are a part of this community, and we recognize that while bringing concerts and hockey games and soccer matches and, of course, 81 baseball games a year is great for business, we do have a partnership with the neighbors, and so we thank them for allowing us to bring these events year in and year out. Of course, we have to thank Red Sox ownership, led by John, Tom, and Larry. Under their stewardship over the last 9 years, there's been a $285 million investment to preserve and protect Fenway for the future generations of Red Sox fans, so we thank them. Of course, we thank our partners, our longstanding partners at Live Nation, Don Law, Dave Marsden, and Doug Borg and their entire staff. Thank you guys for all your efforts in continuing to bring the best in musical talent to Fenway Park year in and year out. And a special thanks to the tireless efforts of some Red Sox staff. There's too many people to thank, but I do need to point out 3 people specifically. Larry Cancro and Beth Crudis from the Red Sox front office, who worked their you-know-whats off to make these concerts happen every year. And the man who we give a heart attack to year in and year out, Dave Meller, our head's groundskeeper, for bringing concerts in, to staging, and then he gets us ready for baseball when the acts move out. So thanks to all those folks for making these events possible. Now on to the reason why we are all here today. As Susan mentioned, it is a very exciting announcement, a great day for us. For those of you who are from Boston and New England, you know that we had a very busy off-season in terms of talent acquisition. Theo Epstein and his staff were busy adding to our roster as we go for our 3rd World Championship since we've been here. And I think with the additions of some guys like Carl Crawford and Adrian Gonzalez, bolstering the bullpen with guys like Bobby Jenks and Dan Wheeler, and the return of Hideki Okajima, we're well positioned. But what I don't think the world knows is that we're not stopping with those additions to our roster. And for the first time in I think, baseball history, for one night, the Red Sox are going to be the first team ever to actually have a 34-man roster instead of a 25-man roster. We today are proud to announce we're signing some new players, as you can see. We're proud to add them to our lineup. And as you know, Theo and Ben and their staff focus tirelessly on statistics as they evaluate talent and players to sign and add to the roster. So for the newest addition, for these new 9 players to our roster, I thought I'd give you some of their statistics, just to give you a sense of some of their accomplishments. Together, they've sold over 180 million records worldwide. They've performed to sold-out crowds, including 3 nights at Radio City Music Hall. They've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for charity around the world. They sold out 765,000 tickets for their Millennium Tour, sold out within 1 hour. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Red Sox organization, we are proud to announce that the Red Sox and Fenway Park are adding the New Kids on the Block and the Backstreet Boys to our 2011 roster.
We're back again, step by step. Ooh, baby, gonna get to you, girl. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a lie. Tell me why. Please don't go, girl. You would ruin my heart.
Need a Backstreet Boy right here.
Oh, look at that.
Biggest fan.
What is that? What is it? Hey!
Look at that! That's cool. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. We feel
Take
like
it
we
away,
should,
guys.
We feels like we should be signing a contract and bashing the Yankees right now.
Yeah,
That's
right. This is official. I don't want my friends or people to say, oh, that's cute, they signed you for a day. No. I'm officially a Red Sox today. It's going to be on my, it's going to be my epitaph. But it's amazing. And I have a quick story to get out of the way. But again, to drive that home is, during the dark ages of the evil empire, before 2004, it was 2003, and I had just gotten married in 2003. And after that Game 7 in New York, I was in the fetal position like all of Red Sox Nation and moaning. And my wife said, "You're not on the team. You're not a Boston Red Sox." Well, honey, I'm a Boston Red Sox today. So thank you. It's official. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That was lovely, Joe. Thank you.
you.
I thought you were going to tell the Lou Gorman story, but we'll do that next.
Yeah.
That's a long story. But sincerely, this is really, we've been walking around downstairs just sort of overwhelmed. This is more than we could ever imagine. Growing up in the city, being fans of all Boston teams, but like all Bostonians, you know, we grow up suffering and adoring the Red Sox and adoring this ballpark and the history and the tradition that it has. And the idea of watching a baseball game in it, I think sparks emotion in a lot of us. The idea of walking through this amazing field and being here at any time is a wonderful experience. The thought of playing a concert here is, it's just, it's unbelievable. And we're very honored. We're so grateful that this opportunity's here for us. We're thankful to the Red Sox and to everybody that helped put it together. Larry Lucchino, who we got to meet, we were all a little starstruck and giddy when we just saw him back there. We're looking for Theo, but we couldn't find him. But it's just, this is beyond a dream come true. And, you know, obviously we want to thank the city of Boston, thank our fans who are the ones in New York who are kind enough to let us move our concert date to make this concert possible, because they know how important this is for us. And also thank the Backstreet Boys, who are our teammates. You know, they're not Bostonians, but they're Red Sox, and they're our teammates and our brothers now. And you know, throughout their history, a lot of people have said to us, well, you know, Backstreet Boys wouldn't be around if it wasn't New Kids, and you know, we scoff at that. You know, they'd be around if it wasn't for us. They work hard, they're incredibly talented, but if they ever did owe us one, they paid it back. They paid it back, because without them, you know, this concert wouldn't be possible, and this partnership has been so incredible, and we're just so grateful to these guys. And you know, it's just, this is the ultimate payback. You know, this is, we're very fortunate that we get to share this with the 5 of us and all of our fans, but to share with the Backstreet Boys, who are the most incredible guys, and their fans, is going to make it all the more special. And you know, we look forward to playing here and to having, you know, our fans welcome us, but also welcome those guys to Boston. And I know their own fans will be here, but it's going to be a very special night, so thanks to everyone.
Well, it's definitely an honor as well for the Backstreet Boys to be joining the stage with the New Kids on the Block.
Appreciate that, man.
We know we couldn't be doing this without them, and you know, just hearing from them growing up here and all the history that they've had with this place, and we know how it is from us, for the Backstreet Boys, from where we are, and the nostalgicness of playing in your hometown and in a historical field like this that's had so much history that I've even today gotten to know a lot about through them, and even Brian schooled me a little bit on some of the Bostonian history here. But it's an honor, like I say, just for us as well. Just hearing the history of how this place has been since, I think it's 2003, with the Boss coming here, and hearing just recently as well, just all the acts that have played over the years. It's amazing, and it's definitely an honor for us, and we're very thankful for the New Kids to allow us to join them on stage and to make this history for all of us.
That's what's up.
Just want to love you, Howie.
Just want to add one
you,
quick thing. That's for you, Donnie. Just like Howie said, like everybody said, it's an honor and a privilege to be here today. We want to thank the Boston Red Sox front room staff and all of their people. We want to thank Live Nation for putting this thing on. And to baseball fans around the world, you might not be music fans, but I think every entertainer has some sort of dream to be a professional athlete. A lot of entertainers that I know, we want to be professional athletes, and a lot of the athletes that you meet, they want to be entertainers. So it's funny how our worlds collide, you know, all the time. But growing up, like Howie said, I played baseball for 13 years as a child, and I think every little boy in America on a little league field somewhere dreams to play at this park. And little did we know that it would be a stage and a concert. But we will be fulfilling many, many dreams. I learned how to bat in the batter's box from a guy named Wade Boggs, and you know, he taught me how to stand in my stance. That was my Wade Boggs stance. So history runs deep with baseball in my family, and it's a privilege and an honor to be standing here. But little did I know we'd be singing our way here. So we made it. Mom, we made it.
Speaking of Wade Boggs, Wade Boggs invited me to batting practice in 1990, and I didn't go. Yeah, it was maybe the worst mistake of my life. Almost as bad as the mistake he made signing with the Yankees. But hopefully we can make up for that, and we can come and take a few swings, maybe a day either side of the concert. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We've got time for a few media questions. So